Hey, MarkKing here. Again, I tend to avoid TV, but I overheard something and I find it pretty disgusting, right? So this is by the National Pulse. Right? I'm not familiar with it, but they had information that I found really interesting, right? So meltdown Asian American CBS reporter drops face mask, literally screams at Trump for telling her ask China about the virus, right? So so President Trump called on CBS Jiang, who asked President why he was treating pandemic testing as a competition between countries. Again, she actually asked a nasty question, right? Again, they have once again they have no respect for the president, right? It doesn't matter who the president is, you at least have to have respect for him, right? So I'm just gonna play a little bit of it, right? And you see what I'm talking about. And these people aren't journalists, okay? The flipping what are they, propagandists who serve certain masses and ideology. Okay, so let's play a little bit and you listen to see what I'm saying.
Many times that the U.S. is doing far better than any other country when it comes to testing.
Yes.
Why does that matter? Why is this a global competition to you if everyday Americans are still losing their lives? And
So you see, okay, so these are called leading questions, right? In journalism school, you don't ask these things. They're journalistic standards. So she's actually doing a leading question, right? Trying to get a certain answer, right? That's what she's doing here. That's the technique here. It's a no-no in journalism.
we're still seeing more cases every day.
Well, they're losing their lives everywhere in the world. And maybe that's a question you should ask China. Don't ask me, ask China that question, okay? When you ask them that question, you may get a very unusual answer. Yes, behind you, please.
Okay, as you see, she drops her mask. It's both figurative and literal, right? These people, like, see, I'm questioning if it's a female thing, the lack of logic, or she's purposely doing this for attention, okay? Which is also a female trait. But let's continue, right? Keep listening.
Sir, why are you saying that to me specifically?
So I'm wondering why she looked left and why she came back with that. It's a very curious thing, right? It's something very strange. Did she look at somebody? But let's continue.
I'm
Then I
telling
should
you.
ask
I'm not
China.
saying it specifically to anybody. I'm saying it to anybody that would ask a nasty question
That's
like
not
that.
a nasty
Please
question.
go ahead.
Why does it matter?
Okay, anybody else? Please, go ahead in the back, please.
I have two
No,
questions.
it's okay.
But
We'll
you
go over
pointed
here.
to me. I have two questions, Mr.
Next,
President.
next, please.
That you called on me.
So once again, right? He's the president of the United States, right? Here's the thing, right? They call him the most powerful man in the world, right? And these people feel so unthreatened, right, that they'll talk back to the president, right? Instead of moving along, right? And it's like, no, to claim there's no such thing as a female privilege, here we are,
I did,
you know?
and you didn't respond, and now I'm calling on
Sorry, I just
the
want
young lady in the back, please.
I just wanted to let my colleague finish.
Okay.
But can I ask you a
Ladies
question?
and gentlemen, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Look how nasty these people are, right? They're not the press, right? They're propagandists pushing an agenda. They're like entitled babies, okay? And it's like my problem is, right, it's like they're taking away jobs from people who can do it better, people who have more respect, right? They should never be hired. They should never be in the field of journalism, okay? This was not journalism, okay? This is just spitefulness and awfulness. So let me just continue a little bit of the story, right? The president had never implied it was a competition, but he had repeatedly put the US number one. You should be proud of the US testing methods. They knew this, right? It's like, what kind of person wouldn't be proud of their own nation besides I'm gonna say besides liberals, leftists and propagandists, okay? Nevertheless, Jiang attempted to exorate him and the White House task force, daring to place US number one. Why is there a global competition losing lives every day? Again, this is a very leading, it's a very disgusting question, okay? They aren't journalists, they're disgusting. The POTUS rebuked him, maybe questioning China. He began to reply. That's an interesting question. Like people like questioning the United States, calling the United States totalitarian, but they won't dare question China again. They're in bed with the communists. It's something. It's something is wrong when these journalists think China is the good guys, America is the bad guys because they don't like the outcome of an election that was 4 years ago. They're awful people. They don't deserve their jobs. They don't deserve to get paid. They don't deserve to be hired, but they are. The better people out there working in smaller publications who deserve their jobs. Okay? I'm gonna leave that here. And it's absolutely disgusting behavior. A woman should be ashamed of themselves today. This woman should be lambasted. This Jiang woman, WEIJA Jiang, okay, should be lambasted. You know, she should despise the communist regime, but she doesn't apparently. She despises the American president more than the communists. I mean, let's leave it here. Thanks for listening. Share, save, subscribe. I'll post a link as usual. Thumbs up. And that's it. Stick around. I'll do a few more stories. Bye.